Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your weekly reading for the week of June 23rd through the 30th. I'm going to start out with you guys this week because you guys got gypped last week. I had a hard time uploading videos and was extremely busy, and I honestly just ran out of time. So we're going to start with you guys. Let's see what your theme is for the week. We have keep breathing. This is telling me that there might be a little bit of chaos for you guys coming in. It might be a very busy week. And sometimes when that happens, we have to be reminded to calm our nervous system by paying attention to our breath, doing breath work, and just calming ourselves that way. So keep in mind, that's kind of a heads up that it's going to get crazy this week. And we also have find your identity, the raccoon. So have you felt a little bit lost lately, Leo? Have you been feeling like maybe you're lost in the crowd? I find it hard to believe for a Leo to feel that way because you guys have that personality or that charm where you mesmerize people. You own your identity and you feel very comfortable in the spotlight. But if you've been feeling lost, Leo, this could be a week where you have to rewrite your story. Come up, make sure that you are staying true to yourself and know that you are worthy of all good things. Love, happiness, joy, health, all of that, but find your identity and what brings you joy. Okay, let's cut the deck and see what you have been dealing with in the past here. This is the recent past, Leo. Okay, we have Temperance, Sagittarius energy. This is about being patient. It's also about finding balance and moderation in your life. And maybe, I feel like you're really gonna need to call this energy in this week, Leo, especially with that keep breathing message that you got for your theme. Like I said, I feel like it's just a continuation of the chaos that might be coming in this week. We also have the Lovers, Gemini energy. So 2 major arcanas are showing up for you guys. That tells me right away that I'm probably on the money about this being a hectic week or a busy week because important things are happening for you. It's really important for you guys to make very good choices when the Lovers card shows up. This card absolutely can be about your romantic life and calling love in, but let's remember a very important message with the Lovers card is choosing wisely, because that's going to determine maybe what the rest of the year, if not the rest of your life, looks like. I'm seeing very, very big things for you this week. And just seeing these 2 cards together, I'm getting a feeling that you need to watch moderating substances, just something that can possibly get you out of that clear mind, could fog your ability to make a good choice. It's going to be really important for you to stay crystal clear and on track this week because big things are happening for you. And we have the Page of Swords in reverse. This, again, I feel like is talking about your mental clarity. When it's reversed like this, I feel like there can be some confusion and some chaos, maybe even some arguing going on. That might be another reason that you're having to be reminded to keep breathing and to also find your identity. I want you to remember, if that is the case for you in the coming week, that what you have to say is just as important as what anybody else has to say. In every relationship, you're at least 50-50. If it's a relationship with 2 people, it could be a bigger family dynamic, but you're always a part of the equation, and it's important for your voice to be heard as well. So let's get some clarifiers for these cards, Leo. We have, for that Temperance card, the 10 of Pentacles, and I feel like this is really just confirmation that this could be a big week for family stuff. Finding your security and your stability and knowing your place within that family with this Find Your Identity card. Could be tricky this week, but know who you are, know where you stand, and claim your space in that family dynamic. For the Lovers card, we have the Ace of Wands. This is interesting because, of course, the Lovers can absolutely be about our romantic relationships. And when you have the Ace of Wands coming forward, that can definitely be passion. It could be a very, I don't want to say tumultuous, but a very passionate week for you and your significant other. It could be a big week for you calling in this kind of a relationship for yourself, Leo. So that's exciting. especially when we have these household cards. It could be something that's going to be a major player. You've got the 2 major arcana cards. This could be very, very big, a big time for you calling in love. And let's get that clarification for our Page of Swords. We have the King of Cups. It's going to be really important for you to master your emotions this week, Leo. Don't let anybody get the best of you or pick a fight with you and draw unnecessary drama into your world. There's going to be enough, I feel like, going on for you to balance with that temperance card. You want to watch how much you engage in arguing and that other chaotic energy like that, because it's just not going to serve you well. It's going to distract you from the big picture and from what you need to accomplish. Let's take a look at your love cards while we're here. Camera, reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past, and perception. So someone might have their eyes on you this week. I feel like with camera, this can also be a nod to social media. Maybe someone looking through your photos, someone who has their eye on you. But I feel like it's another nod towards that family dynamic that we were talking about as well, because a lot of times, what do we do when we are in those family situations? We take pictures. And it's important to make big memories this week. It's coming up. You know, I'm posting this right before the 4th of July here in the United States, and that's a big holiday time for us here. Lots of family gatherings. Take pictures, because you never know when the last time is going to be that people are in your life. We never know what the future holds with that. And not to be morbid or, macabre or anything, but, it might be your last opportunity to have pictures with someone who's really important to you. So take the photos, grin and bear it. I know my boys hated to have their pictures taken, but I regret that I didn't push that more, because I don't have as many pictures as I would have liked to have had as they were growing up and at these big family functions. So we have abundance. We love that. Positive mindset, manifest, gratitude and bliss and blessings. I feel like this could be another big energy for you guys. We're going to call in abundance this week. We're coming to the end of the month of June. Does it look like you wanted it to look? Did you accomplish goals that were important to you? Did you call in any abundance work? Did you do any of that? Maybe some of you do spell work. I know I've done some before with the moon cycles, and there's something about, even if it's not moon related, the beginning, June 1st, and the end, June 30th, I believe. I think it's only 30 days in June, where it's just time to reflect and make sure that we're accomplishing our goals, because we're about halfway through 2025. What do you need to do if you want to change directions, or if you want to call more in? It's time for you to start thinking about that. Are you healing? Are you doing the important work so that you don't carry crap into 2026? It's just time to start doing some inventory and reflection. Okay, where you're currently at, Leo. What I was just talking about with reflection, we have the 7 of Pentacles, planting seeds, laying the groundwork for what we want the rest of the year to look like, or the rest of the week, the rest of, whatever. It's time to start planting those seeds so that you can harvest the abundance that you're trying to call in. Okay, whatever the time frame is, it's just time for you to start paying attention and putting plans in place and doing the work that you need to do to heal, to harvest. I just feel like that's really important for you right now. So we also have more, the 6 of Pentacles. This is another card of planting seeds. Let's see how he's dropping the seeds down there. This is absolutely the card of give and take. And I feel like when we're doing this self-reflection and just reflecting on what our year is looking like, what our relationships are looking like, what do you need to do to change things up or to make them more of what you want them to be? Are you happy with them? You might be totally happy because you do have this 10 of Pentacles as well showing up, which is absolutely the card of family dynamic and happiness. But if you're not experiencing that, what needs to give? What needs to change? It's going to be something different for each one of you. So we also have the Chariot in reverse. This is Cancer energy. If you have a Cancer in your life, this could be an important validation for you. But I also feel when this card shows up, I always give a warning. It could definitely be vehicle issues. If you know your car needs to get serviced between now and, well, I'm filming this on the Wednesday before before the 23rd. So I just feel like I always give that warning out there. Make sure your car's running good. Stay on top of the tires, the oil change, all that stuff. Also watch your speed. You know, when this card shows up in reverse, it can definitely be about vehicle stuff, vehicle issues. But this is also you being in the driver's seat, Leo. Are you where you want to be? Are you driving the vehicle, or is somebody else doing it? Are you on track, or are they taking you in the wrong direction? Only you can answer that. But if you're not happy with the way things are looking, it's time for you to step up and take control and change direction, especially with that card being in reverse. Sorry, guys. Let's get some clarifiers. For the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Cups. Time to walk away from something that's no longer serving you. What do you need to leave behind in the first half of 2025? I've been using these readings this month to kind of give us a gauge to think about, you know, what do we need to do, or what do we need to evaluate in order to level up for the second half of the year. Could be it's time to leave something in the past. It's not serving you. It's not going, it's holding you back, especially with this Chariot in reverse. You're not progressing because something needs to get left behind. And you're going to know what that is if this message is meant for you. Now, the Six of Pentacles, the clarifier, is the High Priestess. So there could be something hidden that I feel you haven't been dealing with, and it's time for you to start opening up, following your intuition, following your gut, and knowing where you need to plant the seeds and what area of your life you need to pay more attention to. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. It matters what you think. And there could be some information coming in for you. There could be a message that you need to be tuned into. So try to open up that third eye chakra. Listen to your guides, your ancestors. Listen to that inner knowing. If you aren't happy, Leo, you're the one who has to get this card up right. Nobody's going to do it for you. So think about what that means for you. Let's get the clarifier for that. Doing the work it takes to get back on track. This is going to be a week where you really need to pay attention to that. What are you trying to manifest? What are you trying to accomplish? Are you putting the work in every single day to make sure that goal happens? Because that's what you have to do. It's not about just sending wishes out into the universe. It's about following through and taking action with the Six and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, we have the progression here. We have 6, 7, 8 showing up in this row. So this is definitely about making progress. I feel like that's a very important message for you this week, is to focus on the progress that needs to be made in your life. Now let's take a look at what your abundance angels want you to know. Take a divinely guided chance. Okay, you can step outside your comfort zone. Take a chance and do something different. Maybe if you're... I always caution people because I don't know anything about the stock market or anything like that, but I use that as an example of maybe taking a divinely guided chance. But all positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk. And I feel like this is really just you betting on yourself, Leo. Not so much taking a big risk in life, but about you taking the risk of following your heart and following your dreams and making sure that you're showing up for yourself and that you feel complete and happy with the progress that you're making. Okay, Windfall of Abundance. You guys have 2 abundance cards here. You've got this one. You've got this one here. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck, especially when it talks about abundance. But there could be some really good blessings coming in for you. That might be what all the payoff of the chaos is of this week is going to be, the abundance that you're calling in for yourself. I feel like this could be a time when you are making the progress that we're talking about here. Okay, what is ahead for my Leos? We have the Fool card, a new beginning, a fresh start. This is also about taking a risk. Trusting and knowing that the universe has your back. You're going to feel like you can step off that cliff and know that you're going to get caught. by your spirit team. This is definitely a good time for you to consider living on the edge. Okay, let's just put it like that. Okay, we have the Hierophant in reverse. This is Taurus energy. So if you have a Taurus around you, it could be confirmation and validation about that. I do feel like this is telling you think outside the box, do things in a non-traditional way. This is trying something different, you know, taking a divinely guided chance, making a gamble, not so much as in gambling, but gambling on yourself and believing in yourself and in your abilities to make things happen. The Eight of Swords in reverse. I feel like if you can follow this advice, you're going to set yourself free. You're going to step outside of that comfort zone, that scariness. You know, I was just saying that, stepping outside your comfort zone. I feel like if you can conquer this fear and take a chance on yourself, it's going to pay off in dividends. Okay, let's get clarifiers. For the Fool, we have the Six of Cups. This can absolutely be, you know, somebody coming back. I know a lot of readers use that message with the Six of Cups, but I feel like this is about listening to our inner child and having that childlike faith that the Fool has, in knowing that you're loved and supported, and it's okay, because even if you make a misstep with this Fool stepping off the cliff, it's still going to be okay. You know, part of life, if you're making mistakes, at least you're trying. At least you're, you know, doing something and not living in fear. Okay, for the Hierophant in reverse, the Fool, I do feel like you were being called to really be brave this week. Call on that Leo, you know, in the deck of tarot, the Leo card is a strength card with the lion, and she's holding open the lion's mouth. She's being brave. She's conquering inner fears. And I feel like that is what you're supposed to be doing this week in order to make the progress to get out of this comfort zone and this imprisonment. So while we're here, okay, another Swords card. We have the Four of Swords, rest, recuperation, restoration. There's a little bit, I think, of a contradiction with these two cards here, because I feel like you're taking action to break out of this mold here. Maybe some of you have been crippled by fear, and it's time for you to change that narrative of yourself. Be bold, be brave, and don't just lay around and wait for life to happen for you. You have to take the action to make sure that it's happening for you. Okay, let's see what the angel messages are. 511, inner power, unlock your potential. I feel like that's absolutely what we are talking about for you this week, Leo. Taking that guided chance. All of the abundance cards that are showing up. It says unlock your potential. It's time for you to really focus on the things that are making you happy, that you want to call in. You can do big things this week. And if you have not been setting and making those goals, we're halfway through 2025 now. Okay, it's time to put up or shut up. We don't want to repeat lessons and things that we need to do in 2026. This is your word, and this reading is progress. And in order to do that, you need to unlock your potential and believe in yourself. Okay, 279, synchronicity. Look for signs. Your guides and ancestors and angels are telling you, hey, we're here. We want to help you. Watch for signs and trust them. With this Fool card, he's always taking a chance. He's believing. You know, you have the High Priestess here, who is always divinely guided and very much in tune with the other side. And that's what you need to be this week. You need to stay in touch with your intuition. Stay in touch with your spirit team. They want you to know. This Ace of Wands, again, a passionate new beginning. Aces are blessings from the universe, and this is the new beginning. Follow your passion and follow your dreams and step out of that comfort zone. Look for the messages that your guides are trying to give you, and you're going to get big blessings. The Wheel of Fortune, a beautiful cycle coming in. You know, this is all about karmic energy. What you put out comes back. It's about the change of seasons. I feel like this is the wheel of the year turning. And I was just telling you, we're halfway through the year. How do you want the next half of the year to look? Your ancestors and guides want to help you get there and want to help you make it whatever it is that you're trying to. And we have the Two of Pentacles. Whatever is out of balance, it's time to draw back into balance. When this card shows up, I always caution people about money. Make sure there's not more going out than what's coming in, because you don't want to end up in the red. But it's time to restore balance and peace and tranquility into your life. And your spirit team wants to help you do that. So let's get some clarifiers. For that Ace of Wands, another beginning card, the Page of Wands. The pages are about beginnings as well. You know, when you look at the people cards and the court cards, the pages are youth, and youth is about a new beginning. So this card is also about success. When the Page of Wands shows up, it's about feeling confident and knowing that everything you touch is going to turn to gold. And this new beginning with this Ace of Wands, this is going to be powerful for you guys. It's a new beginning for you. For the Wheel of Fortune, another Wands card, we have the Knight of Wands. Take action. This is Sagittarius energy when I read with the Page of Wands. Take action. Get up off the couch and make shit happen. It's going to be a powerful week for you. It's going to be crazy this week, I think. If you can ride that wave of energy, I feel like you're going to really call in some beautiful karma for yourself and some success. For the Two of Pentacles, we have the Nine of Swords. So listen, you got to restore the balance, especially around your money, Leo. If you're going to know if this part of the message is for you. If something feels out of whack with your money, you better listen to it, because once you start digging that hole and getting in that debt, it's hard as heck to get out of it. So you don't want to be in this energy, this nervous energy and this anxious energy. Restore balance before it's too late. If you're on that path, stop reckless spending, stop using bad judgment, and, call in balance around your money. That's what you started the reading out with, clarifying. I feel like this is the clarifier for your entire reading, this Ten of Pentacles. You want it. You want that financial security and success and just family security all around. And if you want it, money's got to be where it starts for you guys. Okay, we have Owl. Good advice from a wise person. Maybe this reading is going to give that, not that I'm the wise person, but maybe just watching this reading, you're the wise person, because you're going to take the advice. Something I have said in this reading is meaning something for you. It's calling in something, and you want to take that advice, okay? We also have Purse. Pay attention to your finances. Okay, here we go, guys. This is the major lesson here. If you are not paying attention to your finances, you better do it, because, if you want to experience the windfall of abundance, don't blow it. If you get that windfall of abundance, use it wisely. Don't be frivolous with it. This is a time right now for you to call security in. It's going to be really important for you as the year goes on to feel secure and safe. And you're not going to do it if your money is all over the place or down the drain. Boat. Oh, gosh, you guys. Money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Okay. Windfall. There's the second time we're getting this windfall message, okay? There is a lot of energy to work with for you guys for calling in money. Success, could be career stuff, I don't know, could just be material blessings in general, doesn't necessarily have to be money. Property, inheritance, winning, taking a chance, but definitely material blessings can be coming your way. And if you're trying to manifest material blessings, this is an important week for you to get busy. Heart, love, deep affection, and caring. Okay, we have this, I immediately remembered the Lover's card that I pulled for you back here, and as well as the 10 of Pentacles. One of the best ways that we can show the people that we love them is just by taking care of their needs and being there for them. Maybe being the provider. I know that we don't always get that opportunity, but if you can help someone that you love provide stability in their life, guess what? That's going to come back to you. Remember what I said, put out what you want to come back. Where is our 6 of Pentacles? That can absolutely you being somebody else's blessing. So just remember that energy this week. What you put out comes back. Let's pull one more card for you guys. It's a pretty good reading. Pig, beware of greed. That's just what I was saying. I'm going to end the reading right there. We were just talking about taking care of loved ones, being, providing for them. If you're being greedy, are you really taking care of them? Probably not. You're probably being more focused on you. The more you focus on other people and blessing them, the bigger blessings are going to come to you. And I feel like that energy is going to be very, very strong for you this week, Leo. So think about your goals. Think about what you want to accomplish, and think about what you want to share with the people that mean so much to you. Okay, Leo, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you have not. And I will see you back here tonight. And in the morning, I post daily readings, daily cards. I pull a card in the morning and a card in the evening. And at night, it's a surrender card, what we need to let go of. The morning card is about where we need to put our focus. So if that sounds interesting to you, check them out, okay? I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great, great week, Leo. Bye-bye.